But it is a perfect segue. I'm honored to introduce our guest speaker this afternoon. Taveras comes to us from Esperanza Academy, which is a no-tuition school for girls in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Now, what is he doing here? Well, I asked myself that, having not met him before, but I did get a phone call from our head of school, Dr. McDonald, who said, I have the perfect speaker, and I've already asked him to speak. Usually this is something that we discuss, but what could I say? And Jadihel came to Eagle Hill. He was brought here by one of our trustees, Diana Merriam, who has been involved with this school, and she's raved about Jadihel. She finally brought him to visit. And he met some of the faculty and admin staff. And PJ, in particular, was so taken with him and his mission. And I had an opportunity to speak with Jadihel a little bit this morning, and I now totally understand why he's here. You can read about him in the program that you have. But what I want to say is that he and his mission at Esperanza, which of course means hope, we're conveying hope to all of you, to our senior class. He embodies all of our core values and more. And I am absolutely thrilled to introduce Taveras as our guest speaker today. I think it is so appropriate. And it is a wonderful message that he will have for all of you. Jadihel.
Thank you, Marilyn. Between Marisa and Rick and that introduction, I'm not sure I'm up for the challenge right now. Distinguished faculty, honored guests, proud parents, and most importantly, the remarkable graduating class of Eagle Hill. It is with great joy that I stand before you today on this momentous occasion. As I gaze upon the gathering of talented individuals, I am reminded of the immense privilege it is to be a part of this celebration. And to each and every one of you, I want to say thank you, I'm sorry, and I love you. First of all, thank you. I'd like to express my deep gratitude to the faculty and staff of Eagle Hill, who have dedicated themselves to nurturing and shaping the minds of this exceptional class of 2023. To the parents and families, I extend my heartfelt admiration. Your love and support have been essential in the journey that has led us to this very moment. Actually, for the parents and families in the room, I would like for all of you to take a moment and reflect. Think about your child. Do you remember when they were 3 or 4? Running around and looking at their world with insatiable curiosity? Their laughter echoed, infectious and pure, a symphony of joy that brightened everything. Everything around them was fascinating. A brightly colored ball bouncing in the grass, a plane flying overhead, or a puddle beckoning to be explored. Go back further. Do you remember when they were babies? They found wonder in the simplest things, the sound of your voice calling out to them, the feeling of sand slipping through their tiny fingers, or the taste of a ripe strawberry, each sensation becoming a revelation, a gateway to understanding the world around them. Do you remember those early years? And every night you would put them to sleep, yourself exhausted. You would look at them, your heart heavy and full, knowing that you could never express to them how much you love them, how much you think about their future, how much they own your heart, and simultaneously how terrified you were. Terrified of the unknown, knowing that every day you were doing your best and wondering if your best was enough. What will they need? Who will they become? I stand in front of you today to say you should be so proud. And you should be proud for many reasons. Yes, this is a class that overcame COVID disruption in their early high school career and had an unprecedented number of college acceptances and first choice admissions, created and starred in award-winning theater productions, and won multiple athletic championships and individual accolades. There is absolutely no doubt that this is an impressive group of kids who have collectively chosen their reality. They have persevered over and over again and have demonstrated what you always knew deep in your hearts, that the world is lucky to have them. But encapsulated in all of this is one common bond, a bond that has formed everyone in this room in immeasurable ways, a bond so secure and so loving that it will permeate your lives for generations. That bond is Eagle Hill. Parents you have chosen and students you are graduating from a remarkable institution, an exceptional community. I have lived in 7 different countries. I have worked in independent schools throughout New England, and I am currently ahead of school. I know that Eagle Hill stands alone in this world. This is an institution that looks society square in the face and says, we will unapologetically create a community where each individual is loved and respected for who they are. Because we understand that brilliance, courage, and wisdom seldom present themselves as a linear formation in the human experience. At Eagle Hill, there is an ancient truth that is sacred. That is that humans learn differently. It is a safe and inspiring environment for students to explore not only their ingenuity, but their purpose. And as a result, the world is better because of Eagle Hill graduates. And when you all chose Eagle Hill, students, parents, faculty, board members, you chose Dr. McDonald. You chose someone who believed in the power of love and opportunity. You chose someone who saw you, who believed in you, and was eager and anxious for you to soar through Eagle Hill and into the world to leave your mark. And I'm sorry. I am so deeply sorry for your loss and the complex journey of healing that lies ahead. When Dr. McDonald called me a few months ago and asked me to be the commencement speaker, I responded by saying, PJ, you must have terrible service in Hardwick, because for a moment there it sounded like you wanted me to be a speaker at your graduation. He laughed and then said, no, Jadi, I would be honored. I have to admit, I've been asking myself why. And then it dawned on me. Dr. McDonald had a gift. He knew how to see potential in people. He believed in giving people an opportunity to write their own story and speak their own truth. Through this work, he was a humanitarian. He looked at each and every one of you and believed in you so deeply. It is not an accident that a man with a gift like his, seeing the beauty in others, led this remarkable institution for 25 years. Dr. McDonald was an architect of dreams, a nurturer of aspirations. With unwavering belief, he offered a guiding hand, helping every Eagle Hill student and graduate realize their worth and helping them understand who they are in the world. Graduates, there are people in your life who will open doors and see you for who you are. Pay attention to those people. They are gifts along your journey. You can stay in your hometown or you can travel the world, and I promise you they will appear. Sometimes they stay in your life and sometimes they come and go. These people live across ethnicities, races, socioeconomic status. They are humans who are put in our path for a reason. You will feel it when you meet them. When you meet someone who makes you feel like it is easy to be you, then you know that this person has been intentionally put in your path. I stand here today not as an authority figure, but as a fellow traveler on the road of life. I have traveled the path and triumphs and tribulations that accompany the pursuit of dreams. Drawing my inspiration from this shared journey, allow me to share a little bit about my story. I was a child raised by an immigrant mother, single mother, navigating a world filled with uncertainties. Growing up with undiagnosed ADHD presented its own challenges, yet I persevered. By the time I reached age 13, my family had moved from one apartment to another 8 times. In a hyper-masculine Latino culture, I often felt like I didn't fit in. I was drawn to gardening and poetry, and my empathetic nature set me apart from the narrow box of masculinity had defined for me. I yearned for others to succeed, and I felt deeply connected to the world around me. These qualities, while inherently a part of me, made it difficult to embrace who I was meant to be fully. Growing up where I grew up, there wasn't much room for a soft-hearted Latino boy with big dreams. As a Boys and Girls Club kid, I was fortunate to receive an opportunity, a chance that changed the trajectory of my life. I attended a boarding school where I faced my fair share of academic struggles. During my freshman year, I failed English and later had to repeat a grade. School was undeniably challenging for me, but my mind was vibrant with thoughts, dreams, and understanding of the complexities of the human condition. While coping mechanisms and strategies eluded me, I found solace and strength in thinking differently, in dreaming, and in empathizing deeply with others. I always knew I had great ideas, but I didn't have the environment to see those ideas come into fruition. But the spark inside me never dimmed. Eagle Hill School, a place that caters to unique learners like me, would have been an invaluable resource in my journey. However, I did not have that privilege. Instead, I pushed through with impaired executive functioning skills, grappling with a slow processing speed. I lacked an understanding of the strategies that could have supported me, consistently finding myself in environments that were ill-suited for my learning style, thinking something was wrong with me. My inferiority complex and imposter syndrome constantly nagged at me. The truth is, the world we inhabit is not designed for those who think differently. But let us not forget that it is the diverse perspectives, the unconventional minds that infuse this world with vibrancy and brilliance. That is why I love you. Without individuals like us, the world would be devoid of creativity, imagination, and the ability to understand the intricacies of life itself. Today, I am the head of school for black and brown girls, at a school for black and brown girls who come from very challenging circumstances. And oftentimes, when society looks at these girls, it has predetermined who and what they can be. And yet, we have designed a program that has completely reimagined what urban education can look like. And we are getting national attention for our model of education. School was hard for me, not because I wasn't smart, but because it wasn't designed for me. And now my ideas are coming into fruition. Our kids, who society in many ways have dismissed, are graduating from Esperanza Academy and attending the most competitive high schools in New England, including Eagle Hill. I recently wrote an article on leadership that was shared by the president of one of the largest foundations in the world. Not bad for a kid who failed freshman English. So graduates of Eagle Hill School, I stand before you today as a testament to the power of embracing your uniqueness. Embrace the challenges you have faced. They have forged in you a resilience that will carry you through any obstacle. You have to believe in yourself. I believe in you. Your journey, though different than mine, is marked by the same spirit of tenacity and pursuit of dreams. There are many realities in life, and wherever you are, wherever you're from, and wherever you will go, I promise you that it is beautiful and that it is challenging to find your way. Don't make it harder on yourself by being too proud or letting your ego guide you. Never miss the opportunity to say thank you to someone who has marked your life. Don't be too proud to say, I'm sorry. Never forget to say, I love you when you feel it in your heart. As you step out into the world, armed with the knowledge and support you have gained from Eagle Hill, remember that you possess an extraordinary perspective, an ability to see beyond the confines of traditional thinking. And as you embark on this new chapter of your lives, never forget that your potential to create, to empathize, and to understand the world is boundless. The world needs you, your ideas, your dreams, and your unwavering belief that your value in this world is critical. Congratulations, graduates, on this remarkable milestone. May your impact on the world be profound. And please don't forget to say thank you, I'm sorry, and I love you along the way.